Another thing that I'm going to talk about is this post right here. I seem to be getting a whole lot of very right people in the comments thread here saying that I am against free speech because of this, when in fact I'm not. Okay? As I explained before, the reason why I stand up for this is because there's two reasons. One, the American flag was made by veterans, and I think that it's a hate crime against veterans to burn that flag. Number two, this guy here is an actual veteran. He's a veteran. And he's taken on a whole entire mob of people with courage to stand up for the country that he loves and that he defended. All of you literally standing up for this in the comments feed, Demon Dread, Artisto, whom I gave the finger to, by the way, K6, Sunset Shimmers, Bridget Lord. You're all standing up for these Antifa members here. Every one of them. And I'm going to watch the clip in full. He's throwing them around like they are nothing, because they are nothing. If you have to wear a mask to protest, it means you're a coward. This is not a question of constitutional law. This is a question of morality. The moment that you shot Charlie Kirk in the neck, you obliterated people being nice about your First Amendment right and burning anything that has to do with standing up for the United States of America. Because that's all Charlie Kirk did throughout his debates. Y'all got mad at him and went on a whole entire month-long spree shitting on him on TikTok, because that's TikTok and Blue Sky, because those are the only two echo chambers you got left. In my belief, if you burn the American flag, you are committing a hate crime against veterans. Veterans do more with that flag throughout their careers, especially combat veterans, than 90% of the population does. Every morning that an active duty member wakes up and we hear the call, we have to stop and salute that flag. Every time that they bring it down, every night on every single post, throughout 4 branches of our military, we have to stop, we have to salute it. The American flag is not just a civilian flag. It was implemented by warriors to protect the civilian population. Which is why I think it's a hate crime. Which is why I think all of you fools down here are protecting Antifa. You literally are. He's defending a nation by stopping that flag from being burnt. If you want to come down on me and unfollow me because I'm standing up for a veteran who's standing up for the American flag, go ahead, leave. You want to be degenerate little weebs, you can go. I won't stop you. To me, this is not a matter of First Amendment rights. It's a matter of whether you want to shit on a veteran or not. And us veterans are getting tired of you guys lacking morals in the public eye. Especially when it comes to us. You have literally been shitting on us since Vietnam. I have never ever... I used to IRL stream before this. I have never ever gotten more baby killer comments than when I have joining the VTuber sphere. You leftist little lunatics. And yeah, I am getting hyped up. Do you know why? Because it means something to me. My service was not just a job, it was a calling. Something that most of you little bitch-ass weebs can't even fathom to volunteer for. So if you want to keep on sending shit in my DMs telling me that I should put a gun in my mouth and that the 71% divorce rate, you can keep on going and doing it. It's not going to make me quit. It's not going to make me self-harm. And yes, every time that Chibi comes out with something that has to do with internet censorship, I will be right there supporting that man. Because that right there is the kind of standing up for free speech we need. This is not. Too many times have veterans just let you all do whatever the fuck you want without standing up to you. Too many times. Veterans obviously are done with this shit. They're done. They're cooked. We're tired of your intolerance to the fact that we exist. And that you want us in graves. Because you do. You want us poor. You want us communist. You want to stand up for these two little bitches right here, wearing masks. I've watched so many mothers walk away from funerals with that little triangular flag in their hand. Something that most of you little weebs can't even say. Ho! 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 Thank you for that. That was appropriate. We're literally in the sphere that is the only sphere left that praises heroism in any way, shape, or form. Anime and manga is literally the last bastion of heroism. And you guys don't see this guy as a hero. You're literally persecuting him for standing up for what's morally right. And you're flinging First Amendment and free speech at me for standing up with him. You want to do that? Fine. Go into the military. Go off to warfare. That is why none of you have a right to talk. Well, you do have the right to talk, but you don't have any morality here. The moment that you stood up for two Antifa members is when your argument falls flat. Because regardless if it's protected or not, there's still such a thing as right and wrong. Never once, though, in this whole entire thing does this veteran throw a fist at any of them. He shoves them to the ground and grabs them. This little toothpick of a woman in a stupid-ass Antifa mask wanted to literally light him up with a fist.
Fuck off! My fucking flag, you can't steal property. You steal property out.
Yeah, rightfully deserved. 100%, this veteran's in the right. You know why? Because getting into this little fight, this is one of those things where if I were him, I would take the jail time. I would turn myself in. I would turn myself in happily. Because you have no idea. None of these people have any idea what theater of war he's seen. Where he's been to because of that flag. Or how many times he's given that flag to families at funerals. That's why. You don't throw First Amendment at me when I've defended it. You don't respect dead buddies that literally save people's lives in gunfights. Every single guy from 2008 that died was a buddy of mine. I lost one of the greatest friends that I could have ever possibly had. His name is Matthew Wilds. 3,000 pounds of IED explosive blew him up underneath an MRAP that literally blew a manhole-shaped hole in the bottom of it. And y'all want to stare up to terrorist little get-ups like Antifa. Please. Those little Antifa members are relying on you being nice. Relying on it. Because they have no morals. They have no respect. Antifa and BLM have quite literally burned cities to the ground while you guys have sat here just on social media being keyboard warriors, letting them get away with it. They have stood up for policies of defunding cops, defunding safety workers, defunding EMS, shitting all over Border Patrol for actually doing their job and taking our almost unfathomable amount of illegal immigration with drugs, murder, and chaos from cartels and literally taking it down to 1% of what it was 2 years ago. That is who you are defending.
No business doing that bullshit. You fuck off. Hell, you're the one hurting me.
You can obviously tell he's in a leftist state, too. If I were right there next to him, I'd be standing right next to him. I would be standing right next to this guy. If you are a veteran and you're standing up for the fact that Antifa did this, you should just rip up your veteran card. Walk away. You are not welcome in our circles, and I will gatekeep that shit.
Go fuck yourself. Call 911. We need an ambulance. Someone get a picture of him.
I still stand by the fact, though, I would turn myself in. I would. I would take the jail time for assault and battery over this little incident. Absolutely. 100%.
Can anybody get a person out there? Somebody get a picture. He hurt a person.
And they're calling him the asshole. Yeah, y'all wanted to stand there and burn a flag in front of him. He's not the asshole. He's getting overly emotional to the fact that you're taking something that his buddies died under and were buried with. And he's carrying that survivor's guilt with him. Which you civilians lack the understanding to know what it is because you don't have the balls to volunteer to do a job like he did. One thing I hate about weebs. As the VTuber sphere, you guys are the first ones to crumble as a whole when it comes to doing anything heroic. You guys want to protect your DGen bullshit? Go ahead. I don't want any part of it.
I need contact.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm talking to you, you dumbasses that decided to drink freaking cooler water that had been sitting out there in the heat with some stupid little cosplayer's feet in it. Giving yourselves fucking fungal infections like retards. And now you're at Anime Expo letting women stomp on your balls like a bunch of little bitches. Fucking Christ. Last bastion of heroism, my ass. I don't even want to hear that from a single fucking weeb ever.
Who's got contact? You pussy ass bitches! Any of y'all got pictures?
I am so glad. I am so glad that my favorite anime series has nothing to do with the degenerate bullshit that is propped up by the VTuber culture. I am so happy that Gundam has absolutely nothing to do with any of that.